It's time for ugly Christmas sweater nails. Believe it or not, there are a few techniques to get tacky right. Let's get started. So as a nail artist, you're always trying to figure out the right composition and what looks pretty and beautiful, and tacky isn't really a part of it. So what makes it tacky? So I started to think about if I did a Christmas tree and some snowflakes and a Santa. Well, all those things are adorable. But what makes it tacky is when you put them all together on one hand. That's what makes it tacky. So that's what we're going to do today, a bunch of different designs. So I'm going to use a bunch of different gel colors. I've prepared all the colors that I'm working with. What I have done though is I've gotten the base down. So what I've got is a couple of white, one red, and the gold, and a beautiful blue. We're using a whole bunch of different things going on, which again makes that kind of ugly, tacky kind of look. So we're gonna paint a Christmas tree. I've got a really nice brush by Egoista. And coincidentally, the color I'm using on my thumb is a beautiful blue. I thought it was a really pretty backdrop for what we're trying to do. So this is where the tacky comes in. If I'm doing a Christmas design, most likely all these colors would have been the same except maybe for an accent nail. But as you can see, they're all going to be different. And that's what makes it tacky. Like the sweater, like the typical ugly sweater, it's got so many things going on. That's of course what makes it tacky. So I do find when you hand paint things, it's not quite as structured or perfect as stamping. So if you want a little bit more of that kind of tacky look, a hand-drawn design would be better, so it's not quite as uniform. And that's sort of what we're looking for. So I'm just gonna do a little Christmas tree, but I'm just gonna do the side of it. So it's gonna come down like this. Now it doesn't have to be perfect or even good for that matter. Give it a bit of a nuke. You can even do a flash cure in this part here if you're still coloring in a little bit. So I'm gonna add a little bit of snow on the top of this tree. And we'll know it's snow too because I'm gonna add little snowflakes in just like dots everywhere. Because I'm going for more of a tacky or an ugly kind of look, I'm going to add some little Christmas balls on that tree. And the reason being is just because the more I have on here, the tackier it looks. It's just kind of an overload, you know?
I don't think it's looking tacky.
Well, that's my point. I'm trying to make it look tacky.
You might want to work on that some
I
more
know.
then. 'Cause I think it looks good.
It looks cute. So I'm just going to add some more colors, which of course, if you overdo something, which sometimes I want to do, you know that, Caramel, I have trouble with it. Like I'm overdoing it, leave it alone. I'll add some pink ones because pink and red don't go that great together. Let's try some blue ones. That's cute. Okay, so I'm just going to nuke it. So that's one down. Now, if we feel it's not tacky enough, don't worry. We can tackify it even more. Okay, so for the index finger, I've done it all white, and I've got a little bit of a texture on there. And I just threw this kind of underneath it. It's just like spray glitter. So it's just a spray glitter that I sprayed on it and then top coated it just to give it a bit of a texture. So I thought it'd be really cute to paint a wreath on there. I'm only going to do like a half a wreath, not the whole thing because my finger's kind of long. I did them sort of a soft coffin kind of shape just to get some more nail estate on there. So I'm just going to start with sort of the shape of a wreath, which is like around like this. So it'll start over here and get the most of it in this section here. And I'm literally, this is sort of like the greenness in behind the wreath. Just sort of fill it in, you'll see. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but bear with me, I do have a plan. You just want to get that greenness in behind, right?
That's an interesting technique you're using there. I like it.
Well, like I say, it's just like to cause the background. I'm hoping that'll work. Now, I'm going to get a little bit more of a pointier brush. This is one of Young Nails. It's called the Micro Detailer. So let me think now. I've just put all this on. To get my sharp lines of the holly, I am going to just give it a bit of a flash cure, okay? Just to hold that, I didn't get any on my sleeve, just to hold that mash of green I've got down in there so it doesn't move at all, okay? And I'm going to make like a holly wreath. So I'm going to get the darker green just on the tip of that brush. See that little holly leaf there? That's coming to life.
Oh, that's neat.
So the green was just in behind to sort of add green. Does that make sense?
Green to make it look green? I like that. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's a terrible explanation.
I'm picking up on that. Yeah, it's good.
Very funny. So I'm just doing the green in the background just to cause, almost like if it was like a fern or something. Now I want those little points to stay rather sharp. So I'm going to nuke that because I've got the shape of it.
So if you didn't cure it, I'll use the term.
The proper term.
Yeah. If you didn't cure it, they might spread out a little bit. So
it could. Some gels will do that a little bit and just move. And some just so slight. I mean, even if it just moves ever so slight, I mean, you want it to some degree because you don't want it to be like a ridgy thing. So you want it to soften a little, but I don't want to lose my points. So I just wanted to nuke that in between. And I'm just going to go ahead and create more of those hollies all over to create the whole wreath. So just to make sure it's clear that it's holly, I'm just going to put a few little red berries so then it'll be really obvious. That always makes it understandable that it's holly. I'm going to just give it a quick nuke so it's flash cures those little berries into like completes a little circle. If you want to get really detailed, which you could put a little white dot on the red berry.
Was it just like highlight reflections? Or?
Yeah. Okay. So I've got my Christmas tree and the wreath, and now we're going to do some Christmas lights. Going to use that same brush so we can make the long string of the Christmas light.
I don't know where you're going with this.
So these are going to be like Christmas lights with Christmas bulbs hanging off of them. You'll see. Okay, so Christmas lights. Gotta get a green bulb. Hopefully you'll see it. Sometimes it's harder to see stuff off of sparkles or like the glitter like this, but it can look a little tacky. I'm gonna do it kind of almost thick, so it's kind of raised, so the color's really dense. Okay, once you get the shape of your little bulb, you've got a nougat. Just give it a little bit of flush here. I just wanted to ask you guys, did you check out my magazine? I have a new free online magazine that many of you have read, but I want to mention it again just in case you haven't seen it yet.
It's got a very beautiful Christmas design. Really cool one.
Oh yeah, I painted a little elf and some candy canes on these super, super long nails on my model. Okay, so I'm going to do one over here. Oh, cute. I don't know if I should do any other colors. Well, you know, the more colors, the tackier it can tend to look.
You're doing it, Suzie.
What?
It's getting tacky.
Yes.
I didn't think the holly was tacky. I thought it was pretty good, but that one's you're really.
I'm getting the whole swing of tacky.
No, you've got it going.
Not
now.
just the way I dress, but I'm moving this onto the nails now.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually kind of cute. How can we tackify that up?
I don't ruin it. It's a nice nail. I just leave it. That's just me.
Okay, well, I'm tempted to outline my little bulbs now.
Reminds me of actually some avant-garde art, though, in a way.
Well, that's what tacky and kitsch is all about. It's just kind of cheesy, tacky art. I mean, it's still art.
Maybe it's beautiful to some.
That's exactly right. Even if you're going to classify it as tacky, it still is a style. It's still a design. And it can be cute. Some people might love it. Well, we do. We wear the ugly sweater now. We all get that. It's really quite adorable. Okay, so for the next one, I want to do sort of like, I still need that, but I'm just going to put it away for now. I need to do, you know, like the big giant Christmas balls that you hang on your tree, but I'm going to do them with the chrome look. But on this nail, I'm going to do it on the red one. I painted it red already, and the red I'm using is a beautiful Christmas red by Young Nails. Now, chrome powder sticks to anything that is like a top coat that's already on there. So I'm going to buff this nail slightly because I don't want the chrome powder to stick. I only want it to stick to the top coat that I'm putting on there, which will be in a circle to shape for the Christmas ball that we're going to put on the tree. Okay, so I'm going to clean that dust off. And you just need to get any gel polish. So I'm just going to grab just any clear. Just going to put it on the edge here. Also, by doing the buffing, makes the red so it's not so shiny. So you can see exactly where you're applying this clear, because if you put clear on clear, you'll be able to see it. So there's a lot of reasons to want to buff that ahead of time. So I'm going to paint the Christmas balls in black with the clear on top, because that's what the chrome will stick to. I have to do it in black first because I want the depth that it will create. Okay, so you could go crazy trying to make that perfect, but that's going to be good enough. Watch me sleeve. I'm going to put clear over top of the black only.
Why is it you're putting clear on it?
Because that's what the chrome powder sticks to.
Oh.
Okay. Cute. I should be saying, isn't that tacky? Wow.
That's pretty.
It's cute. Okay. Now we have, of course, the tacky sweater left. That's what we're gonna do next. Okay. Let me get these things. These are gorgeous. I think I wanna make some nails. I'm doing a little nails at night on Instagram, and maybe I'm going to incorporate these for more of a full hand. That might be something to play with.
That's okay. You live on Instagram, Ian? Are you live on Instagram?
Sometimes I go live on Friday on Instagram around 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll go in on like a little pop-up live on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So you can join me there. And I'm just, talking about business or any questions you have. Usually that's what it ends up to be, lots of questions that you guys have. And or something crazy I've done, like a magazine that I've just launched. We talk about everything. It's like a, chat time. Okay, so let's do the classic sweater. Now, it's not necessarily ugly. They can be ugly, but this design is like the sweater design, but I'm going to make it very Christmassy. We're looking for tacky here, so we're not going to make it perfect. Usually it's like a series of things, like a ... or, like a antler head thingy, like reindeer ... So let's just do some little Christmas bows, maybe. They're just going to be little. It's very hard to do these little tiny designs for the camera. Gonna add a little highlight, and then you can do a little low light. Oh yeah, that's tacky. Okay, now we're gonna top coat, and I think we should check out the reveal shots. Let's check out the tacky reveal shots. When they're all put together, yes, it is tacky, but it is actually kind of cute. There's a lot of really cute elements in here. I actually kind of like my tacky sweater nail designs. Thank you for joining me in this video, and don't forget to check out my new free online digital magazine. You can find it at magazine.nailcareer.com. Catch you in the next video or in the next magazine.